Hi there! In this video, I want to talk to you about error and exception handling in UiPath Studio. I will specifically discuss try-catch activity and also the throw and rethrow activities. For that, I will jump to my UiPath Studio. And here, I want to start from this activity, read Excel, which only contains a read range activity. As you know, the read range activity requires the Excel file to be closed, otherwise it will break, it will throw an exception to the user. I will first open the Excel file and test this automation with the Excel file open, just to see the message that we are going to get. Here I have the runtime execution error. The source is the read range activity, and then I get the file name. I will click OK. Now, what we can do here is put this activity inside a try-catch. To do that, I can simply right-click and then surround with try-catch, or I can also click on this plus sign, type try-catch, and then include from here. And then I can drag and drop. And now I have to include the exception that I want. And I want this IO exception. And then I can simply create a log message. And I will create this message. I will copy this message. And then, since I don't have a throw activity here, if I leave as it is, the process will keep going. And since I need this Excel file, I need this data from the Excel file, my automation will break later on. So to resolve that, I will include a throw activity that will throw my exception. And then here I need to create a new exception. And I can put the message that I copied earlier. Now my exception handling is ready to go. I will retry once again. And see that my source now is the throw activity, and my message is the one that I defined to that activity, to that exception. I will click OK. And now, what if I want to use the rethrow? Well, the rethrow activity will get whatever exception happened here and throw to the parent exception, to the parent try-catch. What I will do, I will first delete this throw activity and create the rethrow. And notice that I don't have any properties that I can change here. I cannot include a new message because this activity will get the exact message from here and throw to the parent exception handling. But now I have to go to my main workflow and I will include a new try-catch here, but I will also include all my activities inside this try-catch, because then whatever exception happens in my entire process, I will get from this try-catch. And then in here, I can put system exception, that it will catch any exception that happened. And then I can create a message box. And I can put now I have my parent try catch, which is in the main workflow. And I also have my child try catch, which is in the read Excel activity. Let me save, and I will run it again. All right, so notice that the log that I got here, I got the message that I put inside this read range activity, the try catch. So I create this log, it is this one here, and then I also get the original message from this exception. But this exception here was actually thrown by this try catch on top, the parent try catch. And then here I have my message box that I created right here, and the message that I created, an error has happened, please check the logs. And I also put the full text of this exception. So that's about it. Thanks for watching and see you soon.